Good morning, Mothlings. We are joined by the kitten today, who is extremely interested in as something. I don't know. Hello. So today we are going to play Death and Taxes because today is wildcard day and we like Death and Taxes. So that is actually a Bengal. If she comes back around, I can. But she's a wild one. Like she has wild patterns, but also like she acts differently. Like I grew up with cats. She acts different. She walks different. She doesn't seem to know how to walk, really. I don't know. You get out of here. You get out of here. Okay. So today we have two options. The default would be to play League, which is great and kind of what we planned on doing. The secondary would be in 45 minutes. The modern prelim starts. And we can play the modern prelim. It's a step up, but we don't have to wait an hour, so I'm not super into it. That's fair. The kitten, she has that wild animal walk, like whereas the other animals just kind of walk. Like walking is like a normal creature using their legs. I don't know. First, let's go into the deck. So this is oh, MTGO. I have to set these every time. Okay. It's like she was stalking if that was all she could do. Like, she just kind of. It's like she's stalking something, but she just kind of walks around that way. So, this is our Death and Taxes deck. It's a bit of a return to what we had before. 2 Godless Shrines, only 1 Backstreet. She's perma-stalking. You just never know what is going to need stalking in the world, you know? Okay, so we have our fetches. We have only 1 Shadowy Backstreet, 4 basics, 2 Godless Shrine. We add back the Flagstones, which is great. Back up to 4 Ephemerates, also great. We have 4 Phalia, 4 White Orchid, 3 Emperor Bone. Only 3 Recruiters, but we made room for the Aven Interrupter. Back up to 4 Flicker Wisps. 2 Skyclave, Bogart, 4 Witch Enchanter, 4 Solitude, 4 Braillemerc. So we're pretty big on playsets in this. It feels like it's pretty clean. There's a couple Jesus. Cats. Okay. So sideboard. We have our same it's not saying anything really. We have our surgical extractions, fatal push. The previous build we had 3 fatal push in the main. This moves them back to the side. I think that they are very good. I think that we will side them in a lot. I also think that they having them in might have detracted from the core of the deck, and so we're gonna try and have them out again. Fairy Macabre for graveyard hate. Containment Priest has been kind of middling, but honestly, we could actually probably cut it right now if we maybe put something else in. We could take a second Kataki, like take out Containment Priest for a second Kataki could be quite nice. We have the dream of blinking stuff out and Containment Priest so they never come back, but that's about it. And everything else is kind of not great. The other side of Containment Priest is it doesn't work for Living End. We haven't seen much like Reanimator things, although there is a lot of artifact. Like this would be good against Ritual. This would be good against, like, I don't know. We're just not. I don't super feel it. I guess what I'm going to say. I think on the fly, let's cut the Containment Priest and put it in Crystal Barricade. This seems like Crystal Barricade had real uses. It also means I have to change all of the things, right? So Containment Priest out. Crystal Barricade. At this point, maybe at this point, it'll be 1 o'clock by the time we start, right? Okay. Let's Crystal Barricade. Move it to the side. Remove Containment Priest. 1560. Stream Decker's updated. Moxfield is updated. MTGO is updated. I say... So I will say, I think unless anyone really has a strong opinion here, I'm going to say we just do a league. If we just do a league, maybe, I have no promises, but over the weekend I would like to do a league or a challenge or something like that. And so that will be extra. But I'm not promising that because I'll have to revisit exactly, exactly what the schedule looks like. That's good. She's sitting right behind the camera, so that's good. So, on that note, let's play some motherfucking Magic. So just like yesterday, it's going to take a little time, a little practice to get down in this habit. Not only in the actual habit, but in the timing and be able to switch through. But we're going to pay attention to our mistakes and our reflections of the game as we write them in the game. And so if we do that, after each game we're going to go through and we're going to try and discuss very shortly what we learned, what we did wrong, things like that. This is how we get better. And I think that's the way to go. So without any further ado, the deck has been introed. The concept has been laid down. The file hasn't been opened, but whatever. We'll make that. We will... Hey, stop it. I would say I'll keep the kitten out of the area, but that's probably not true. Okay, so the kitten's gonna be around. That happens. That's fair. I do my best to narrate what I'm doing. So if you want to just I think you should watch, but if you don't want to watch, you could just switch to a different tab with a cat butt. And I'll try to keep you up to date about kind of what's going on. I think the cat, specifically the kitten, is looking for this. This is a nail file. The kitten has been trained to really like nail files. Okay, we're playing. We're on the draw. We're against Keps. We have... This is not a good hand. We're mulligan this. Get out of here. This is a better hand. Oof. Just please, knock it off. Knock it off. Knock it off. Okay. We have to get rid of a card. The Vial is very good. The Vial is very good in our only turn 1 play. Solitude Ephemerate, Felia Overlord. Those are the two things that we want. That means we need to get rid of Vial. Hello, hello, cat. Okay, we are going to get rid of Solitude. And that's very dangerous. Hopefully Bailmerk will get us our Solitude back. Grafdigger's Cage. Main board, game 1, first turn. Okay. That doesn't do anything to us. Beginning combat. End step. Flagstones. Tap, Vial, pass turn. So, content creation. We're going to try and grow the channel a bit. I'd say most important for me is community. We're trying to build, we're building to be a community. We have a Discord channel or a Discord server that will be available for subscribers. Basically, over the weekend, I'm trying to look at subscriber emojis and access to the Discord, and really just all of these things to try to, because we just unlocked affiliate yesterday, yay! And so we can actually do all of these things. And as we do these things, or as we get access to these things, we need to spend time to do it. Like the fact that I would love it to be more community than just gigantic means realistically limits its upper growth. Okay, we'll pass the turn. We're gonna cast Felia at the end of their turn. Rumble, Stirrings, Inkmoth, Rumble, Soul Cauldron, Grafdigger. Deletor, this isn't Scales, no? Who plays Grafdigger and Pithing Needle main? Especially with 2 basic forests. I don't know. Let's begin combat. This is the Yogless Yogg, hey? We need black. Godless Shrine. Shocked. One, two, Felia. I mean, Brute Scales. It's still crazy to me about playing Cage main board. Like, the first play they make, I guess we take up our Vial we can't use. Black 1, Bailmerk, Impended. We would love our... No, that's not a... Okay, that's not a Solitude. We'll take a Skyclave. Play a turn, or play land. Swing with Felia. Trigger. Exile the Overlord. Oh, interesting. Next time maybe we could exile the Pithing Needle to use the Vial or something like that. Okay. Let's do our damage. Exactly. It's just straight up content. They won't let me reanimate something I don't have, but they're ready to go. Felia, end of turn. Returns Bailmerk. We activate Bailmerk. And they are just going to give me the game. So we'll take that as a win. I ain't like that. So I don't really know what we're playing here, but I feel like Kataki's good. And I feel like Wrath is good. We side out Vials. This is what we've been thinking about doing. We side out Vials because if we're running Wrath and they're running Pithing Needles main board, they're not going to take their Pithing Needles out. That's for sure. Surgical's Fatal Push, Thoughtseize, Fairy Macabre, Interrupter, Barricade. Any of that seem useful? I think a game up we can do this. It's the... I don't know, I wouldn't call it careful, but... that's a lot of Flagstones. We're gonna mulligan to 6. Well, 1 land. Let's go down to 5. Okay, this is at least a very good 5. Well, Overlord and Felia. That's our core. Wrath feels good. And then I would have to keep those. If they can remove Felia, wait. No, we'll just do that. If they can remove Felia, then maybe Wisp is the better idea, but they didn't seem super... It doesn't seem like they're the first ones to be removing all my creatures. So Flagstones, pass the turn. Patchy! Okay, Patchy enters. Let's play... Pay 1. Play Flagstones. Keep the untapped one. Use Flagstones. Shadow. Yeah, I'm okay with there being a cat cam. Like, that could be worse, right? Wisp on top. With a 3rd land already, we can keep that on top. We're not casting it next turn, but... Play Felia. Pass the turn. I've officially written scales on the spreadsheet, so it's scales. Comment. They can have their welding jar. They can have their +1s. Well, things are rough, but I don't think they can kill me this turn. Okay, can I... Wait. No! The dog doesn't need to be sacrificed. The dog is... I mean, well, yeah, the dog will attack. It's not going to go well for the dog, but that's fine, though. We will not block. We can take 4. Get out of here, please. No blocks. Black 1, Bailmerk. That Wrath is very, very good. Oh, yeah. Kataki is very, very good. Yeah. The dog is going to attack. That's what I was thinking. Like, even when they were playing straight up, the cat's just sitting in front of the. Even when they were just playing straight up, like basics, they were just green. I don't feel like they could handle that. Goodbye, Felia. Wisp. Wisps. I think we can take a... We'll take a white orchid. So they have a lot of... they have... What would they need to win? Patchy doesn't have... So if they had a Cauldron hand, they would have ballisted for 0. And Patchies don't have Ward. So what they're looking to do is clean up with Ballista. That Zaba's attack is sketchy as shit. I think that I take 6, 7, 8, or I take 11. I take 12 to 4. I play Kataki next turn. I guess if I play... Well, they have 2 welding jars now. This is not great. Modular 1... I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters. I have to take the 1. If they kill me, they kill me. But I think my best play is to not risk the Overlord, especially for 1 damage. Next turn, play Kataki, and then have them deal with it. We could Flagstones, Plains, play a White Orchid, but both Flagstones and both of those come into play tapped, so we won't do that. I think we're just going to... No, let's be smart about this. We attack first. Things happen after attacks. By the way, Loving Against Me today, that's what we're listening to. Beginning of combat. Swing with the Overlord. If I swing with the Overlord, play Kataki, they have 3 land, 1 of which they need to activate. So they can keep 2 artifacts total. Those 2 artifacts might be the 2 Patchies, and then I would be so boned if I attack. We don't need to attack. We need to survive. Oh shit! That was really dumb. Yeah. They're just gonna ping Kataki at the end of my turn. Yep. Okay, that's game 1. Or game 2. Well, that was fun. Welp. Welp, 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 welp. Well, chat, that was dumb. Let's not do that again. I don't think there's any other changes. Like, I don't have any changes to the deck. Let's... We can keep that. Remember, kids, ballista's dangerous. Don't touch it. It's pointy. Marsh Flats pass the turn. We're going to surveil at the end of their turn. Their end step. Let's surveil. Which enchanter? Sure, that could be on top. Let's play a Godless Shrine tapped and pass the turn. The kitten's working overtime. I don't agree with what she does, but she's doing it very well. Well, Torpor Orb, not good. I cannot get rid of that. Just straight up. Play Marsh Flats. Fetch. Play a Balemark. Yep. So Emperor of Bones. Pass turn. I mean, they have some good tools. The Torpor Orb is huge for me. The cage doesn't do anything versus me. Sorry. So, we're just looking to flood the board. We have no removal. Oh, that's true. That's true. So, probably the way we do is we do this. 1, 2, 3, Recruiter. Doesn't do anything because, remember, it doesn't do anything. You get excited about one aspect and suddenly, okay, let's pass turn. Why? Why? Yeah, the play there was White Orchid into Emperor, and I didn't do it because I got stupid about getting. I got stupid about getting a Solitude, and so I played Recruiter to get it. That's not how any of this is working. Well, this at least makes them sacrifice an artifact right now. Oh yeah, no it doesn't. They can just do that. Great. We're starting off real strong today, real strong. Oh, it's actually, I guess true. We need Wrath. We don't have a way to search for it, but if we pull Wrath, we can then... If we pull Wrath, we can get rid of the orb. We play the Emperor, we play the White Orchid. Emperor, it doesn't matter. Let's take that for fun. Pass the turn. If we can get the Overlord online, or if we can draw another Overlord at this point, we can still do things. End step. Let's fetch. Take a plains. Pass turn. Felia's good. And an instant. So we have. We're gonna attack with. We're gonna attack. Move to attacks. We're gonna. Emperor is going to take Recruiter. Yeah, one of the wisp. The thing is, they just took a walking ballista with the ancient stirrings. Okay, so at the beginning of combat, let's attack with both. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll just swing for 4. We play a wisp. Balemerk's gonna do its thing. So we need to survive this turn. Yeah. One turn too late. They can wipe my board. They can sack everything and wipe my board. They can't do 17 to me directly. End of turn, I can cast Felia, in which they're going to kill. They swing for 9. Yeah, Torb just fucks me up. Yeah. And they'll kill me. That's fine. Well, interesting. The first game I made no mistakes that I'm aware of, and I won, and the other two I made big mistakes in and lost. So, you know, that seems to be about right. Interestingly, I mean it's the Torb, but both of the glosses were specifically walking ballista. It was the direct reason. One life. Fuck you. I'm casting failure. Ha! Okay. That's 1 and 2. Now we reflect. How did I do that? So I have been trying to find a better way to keep track of my notes, right? Like I used to keep really good notes. We were playing a little bit with a way to do it yesterday. And today, like basically I kept really good notes until I started using this spreadsheet. And that's because there was no good place on the spreadsheet in order to write these things, right? And so now we're going to try again. We're trying... hold on. Things are happening in the background. Okay. So you can see here we had our... Game 1, we mulliganed to 6. But nothing else, and we won that game. No other notes. That game... second Game 2 we lost. We put everything into Kataki, knowing, or we should have known full well that it would just die before they had an opportunity to use it. And so that was stupid. So yeah, that was kind of dumb. I know it's possible we didn't lose the game because of that. But we put everything into that plan, and then that plan failed, right? So the last game, we got excited about getting our free. We got excited about getting our free fucking lifelinkers, and just took an action without thinking it through at all, and lost. It's fine. It's fine. Let's take our lessons and move forward with them. Let's go. I don't mind losing. I do dislike losing the 5-0 right away. That's never great, but that's life. The kitten is back, and she needs some fucking chill. Okay. We have an opponent. We have won the die rule. We're on the play. Yeah, it really does. Okay, I like both of those. So on the play versus Yukishi, I actually will switch to Electro Swing. I could totally do that this morning. One land. Mulligan, mulligan, mulligan. Happy Friday. Today we are playing Death Taxes. 1, 2, 3, 4 lands. This is not great, but I don't think we should go to 5. Let's lose. Yeah, so we're going to lose the basic swamp. Where do I have a playlist for this, right? We'll just let our time tick down while I... Oh, here it is, here it is, here it is, here it is, here it is. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, we have no turn 1 play. We're going to... So, I will surveil. So, we're going to surveil... Yeah, this is why. Vile to the... Vile to the top. We're going to keep it on top. So I am... we'll pass turn. Sorry, there's this chat happening in the Magic chat. Person is... the person is actually streaming. I'm going to put their... Of course, Magic. Okay, we're going to pass their turn. I would like to... Chat. Okay. Come on, chat. So this is the person I'm playing against. This is the person I'm playing against. Twitch. This is the other side of this game that's happening right now. I would say swing by. I will not. I would say watch my game, but I will totally check them out after for sure. Play a white orchid, destroy Ugin's Lab because fuck that card. Really. Okay, we pass turn. So they've had a pretty weak start as far as starts go. Ugin's Lab, not. So what we took, we're gonna pay 2. What we have is we went to the old build. Like we switched briefly to a build that didn't have flagstones, and we have fixed that problem. So when we have flagstones, we can go. Let's attack with the white orchid. Flagstones back to the old build is basically the change. The biggest other change is, I guess, the sideboard, the containment priest, and the containment priest and both of the bowmasters are out of the side, and in is the crystal barricade, and 2 interrupters. So now there's 1 interrupter in the main and 2 in the sides. Eldrazi Temple. 1/2 Felia. Yeah, I mean, blink and taxes, death and taxes, it's all the same. Unless they play a Torpor Orb. We should be playing some E&T. Okay. They're going to exile my white orchid. That's not the end of the world. Tick up to 2. Or, sorry, 1. Draw card. Flagstones. Play an Emperor. Move to combat. Eat their K command. Not that it matters so much. Attack with Felia. 1, 2, 3, 4 cards in hand. A kicked Miko's spawn costs 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't. I don't think that's huge. I'd rather bump Talia. We're gonna buff Talia. So Felia. I always say Talia instead of Felia. It's kind of funny, actually. They can block. They don't, but they could have. So we're gonna go this way. I think this is more centered. So opponent 16, Emperor Bones comes back. The kitten has gotten her chill back. See if I can do this without. There's the kitten. Perfection. Yeah, they had a. I'm glad I didn't blink out a spawn. Or if they had a temple anyway, it didn't matter. They're gonna exile land. None of it matters. Oh, really? Interesting. Okay. They get a 3/3. They get a relic. We are going to draw a card. We'll tick up to 2. Okay. They make me exile my graveyard, which wasn't excessively useful. But I mean, oh, it's just tap target play. I thought they did the other side. So, I did not draw land. We could play Witch Enchanter, flick it out, or just flick out the Miko spawn, swing, or blink the Emperor. Oh no, flip that. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Flicker Wisp. This is a cast trigger, right? Yeah, good. Flick out the spawn. Move to attacks. Doesn't matter. That's gonna eat that. We'll move to our attacks. Attack with Felia and the Emperor. They could just block if they really want. It doesn't matter. We're gonna flick out the Flicker Wisp. We swing for 5 that they could block if they want. Yeah. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, they have a World Breaker. Oh, okay. So they take nothing. We go to the end step. We want Felia trigger on the bottom. Wisp returns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Felia's 4, 4. Let's try to slow them down a little. Blink out their land until my turn. Communication. Miko spins. Miko-san kicked. That's fine. Honestly, if we didn't have a vial, we would be in some serious trouble. We still might be in some serious trouble. Who knows? But ooh, real Tron lands. They attack with the Miko spawn. I think I will just take their 3. So we can attack for 4, 8, 9, 10, 11 next turn. They have 3 open. Which could be a 1 point. I mean, it could kill the Flicker Wisp, right? We'll use the ability up to 3. Let's draw something that's not good. Something good. Nothing in any graveyard for the Emperor. So, we will attack. So I have a 4/4. They have a 3/3, a 2/2, and a... Well, okay. Let's see. Felia can blink out the microspawn. I think graveyards... We're done with graveyards. I think we need to do some serious damage. We're going to sacrifice nothing at the end of our next end step. Felia attacks. So, we have Felia just in case. All is dust. Well, they're at 5, so... All is dust is not a great card. I mean, it is a great card, but you know what I mean. Yeah, it really is. We will not go up despite the fact that that's what we can play. Okay, okay. So they have 2 cards in hand. We don't have much to... Oh, we probably should have played the Enchanter as a land. They have Tron. Thought Not Seer. We're just going to leave them with an empty hand. Play Felia. Exile Witch Enchanter. Exile Micah Spawn. They get nothing. And I still... Oh, interestingly, so I can attack... Blink out TKS. Get a card. Maybe use it during my turn, and hopefully when that re-enters... hopefully when it re-enters, we have no cards in hand again. I'm going to always know that. Emperor Bones. Black 1. Emperor. So, well, they have nothing to really grab. Felia. Let's just take their Ollie's Dust, right? So here's the deal. We're going to attack with Felia. We're going to blink out Thought Not Seer. What we want here is a 3 mana, like something to feed the vial. Nope. Because when it comes back, we're going to have to discard it. That's super funny. So Emperor can block 1 of the 2. But it has to block 1, otherwise we die. So we'll take 3. End step. Okay, 3 mana, 2 mana are our sweet spots. This is going to be a vial because... Well, we're going to take that same strategy again. Felia is going to blink out TKS. Get a card. White Orchid. White Orchid does not make us survive, actually. We do 2. So White Orchid cast is gives us a blocker, so we lose. Solitude Our own Felia means we lose. Exile White Orchid. Evoke first. The only way that this works, if this TKS draws us an Ephemerate. I think that's the only way. Okay, maybe other things, but certainly not that. Okay. One card in hand. We just couldn't get there. I don't believe there was any major play mistakes there. We're just going to call it a loss. It was super close. Down to the wire, right? Okay. So against Tron. Barricade will give us hexproof. Interrupter. Emperors can be good, but they didn't feel good. So that's 3 interrupters, yeah? Emperor. Can we fit a Fermicob? Enter Emperor up 61. Crystal Barricade, 2 Aven Interrupters, Fermicob in for the... Specifically in for the, we're gonna dangerously keep this. We're not doing it. Well, yeah. Okay. We're going first. We're playing a play-ins. We're playing a vial. We're passing the turn. This is proper green Tron. Do we call this green Tron or green Eldrazi Tron? I guess Ultron is Eldrazi Tron at this point. Post. Yeah. Opponent Eldrazi Temple into Expedition map and passes their turn. That's acceptable. My upkeep, we're going to tick up Aether Vial and hope we draw a land. Not a land. Still 6 cards, though. We'll just pass the turn and do something with our Vial next turn. This is not a race we want to lose. I'm pretty sure that's not the saying. Tick up Vial. Draw land. Close enough. Pay 3 life. Yeah. But it's Bailmerk. I think they're probably going to use map here. We want to use map. We want to just use the Vial and White Orchid something in. Well, shit. I guess we should Felia. Let's see what they grab. They take an Urza's Mine. So they play a mine. No matter what, they are not on Tron this turn. Another. Oh, they have two. I see. So they have a mine in hand. Wait. ME15 is known as mom, and I've seen people refer to ME13 as stepmom. Which is appropriate considering the tentacles are way thicker. She's more hands-on. Yeah, I guess. That's fair. And step. Vial. Use Vial. Phalia. I think in this case we're going to keep Vial at 2. We need to be able to play a White Orchid. And we don't know for sure if we're going to land. Honestly, if we get a land, we'll get a second White Orchid. That'll be amazing. Hey, it's a land. Attacks. Phalia. Blink off Bailmerk. Hit for 2. We can only double White Orchid this turn. We could have, but I think it's more important to get Bailmerk online. Kick it out of the Shrine. Shock. One, two. White Orchid. Take out the power plant. They will search. So they have a mine in hand, and they played a second power plant. So they take Ugin's Lab now. Which we know they still have the Devourer. So we'll destroy that. I think with them taking the lab, I don't think that they are... I don't think they're focusing on Tron lands anymore. I also don't think... Well, what do they have? If they play Ugin's Lab, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If they play Ugin's Lab, we can destroy it, but not until after it can be used for mana. Or we take out the Eldrazi Temple, but the lab is probably better. Use Bailmerk's ability. Take Solitude. They play Ugin's Lab. Well, I think that we're going to... They will not... We're going to blow it up. What I won't get to do is exile their Devourer. What I do get to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is wreck their... Oh, yeah. Yep. If their plan... was to cast the Brood Scale. Even better, look at that. I'll take out the Temple. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Good. They still exile something, but it's tapped. And now we can deal with that on our turn. Karn, not great. And what the fuck Karn is that? Okay. Sure. They take bridge. They can't cast it this turn, though. Oops, they still do tap that. They're in step. Tick up to 3. Yeah. We are going to kill Karn. Oh, Witcher Chatter. That's nice. Okay, so we're not doing shit until Karn is dead. Felia's 3/3. Beginning combat. Felia will attack Karn. Everyone else will attack Yuku. Felia is going to blink a white orchid. Balemerk is just going to do Balemerk things. Yeah. Interrupters seem very good. Wisp seems good here too. Felia will blink out. And we're going to hit for 7 and kill Karn. Second main, we have Wisp on Vial. We have Interrupter. We could actually Solitude and Interrupter in. Let's just pass the turn. While we're at it, let's destroy the Labyrinth. So in all of these games, I really need to learn. What I need practice at is faster, being faster. This is game 2. Karn. Again? Wait, I don't know why I didn't just use my Vial. Or Interrupter. I could have used anything. I should pay attention. Okay, we're calling that really dumb. And that's fine. Dumb twice, actually. Both are tapped out. It's my turn. Vial can stay. Always no. We'll take that win. Let's go. We have 5 minutes. One mana, Wisp, Apparition, Vial. Let's keep that. Flagstones into Vial. Opponent, Urza's Mine, Expedition map. Flagstones, tap it for Vial, pass the turn. Urza's Tower. Which means during my turn they will be fetching for... They're missing land. Give me a white orchid right now. That'd be great. Play a flag or play a flooded strand. Pass the turn. Oh shit. Natural Tron. I yielded the end step. They play Karn. They are going to get and cast, presumably, a ensnaring bridge. Torb. Well, everybody on the planet plays Torpor Orb? Great. That's great. End step. Play Felia. Yeah, Plains probably should have been a Godless Shrine. Tick up. Flooded Strand. Beginning of combat. Felia could do 2 Flick Out Torpor Orb. We're going to attack Blink Out Orb. Move to hit for 2. Oops. Fetch Shock. Yeah. Apparition. Eat Karn. Pass the turn. There you go. Yeah, I mean, D&T is great. It's been quite a long time since D&T has been under a microscope. I was running I was running the what do you call it? White one for 3/1 flash that you can pay 1 sacrifice, or so it's basically 3 to ETB and destroy something, but it's not an ETB. K command kills Skyclave. Yeah. We will vial up to 3. No ETB on Solitude. No ETB on Flicker Wisp. Hold on. We can fix that. We attack with Felia. Blink Orb. First, we will Solitude, exiling Interrupter. Then we let Felia's attack trigger, and now we vial in the Wisp. Bounce out the illusion. Swing for all of them. We'll just resolve some things. Back in December, I remember losing to the first black-green Cauldron deck. Yeah, Cauldron decks are rough. Cauldron is just a very, very good card. Okay, we don't want the vial to tick up. Always no. White one, Crystal Barricade. Attack all. Blink out a blocker. I guess the orb is fine, right? We'll yield through the turn. That's fine. Well, they have all the mana. Yield to the turn. They drew a land. No, they didn't draw a land. They played a land, though. We draw an ephemerate. Attack all. Blink Crystal Barricade. Yield to the turn. Lethal next turn. Well, this is a terrible hand. But it seems like their hand is pretty terrible as well. Well, we take down Tron in a very, very, very close match. Again, I don't think we had any. I don't think we had any major misplays. I didn't write anything down. We can cut over to the. We can cut over to the document. Take a look for a moment, but we're good actually. I think. By the way, whenever I go through these things, I would love, like, chat. Tell me if I made mistakes. That's not true. We did make a mistake. We did make a mistake, right? So, here we are. We lost the first game. We won the second game. However, we won the second game with a big mistake. We should have used Wisp, or we could have used Wisp. We could have used Vial. Like, we could have used Interrupter. We could have used Vial before it was shut off. Both of these things we should have been doing. That's that's true. That's a mistake I don't plan on fixing, though. See, Demir is fine. Demir I can play well against. Breach as well. Breach isn't great, but it's better than, like, my energy record is atrocious. I'm like 2-9 or something stupid like that. Like, it's energy's bad. Okay, as always in the background we are reopening Magic Online and, you know, doing the things we need to do. I have an eyelash stuck in my head. So, are we back up over 1600? We're back up over 1600. That's fine. 1603. Bam. Oh, that person's yellow is not good. Okay. Muscle and blood. Muscle and blood. That's true. Energy does need to die regardless. Oh, Yuki, I'm glad you're here. Now I can actually click through and follow you. Is that good? That's good. Yeah, awesome. Well, I mean, I'm a little, like, I play Solitude in here, so, you know, I dig Solitude, but the rest can go, right? Just give us back Grief and Fury and let me play Scam, god damn it. First turn Scam Fury into Tron was the best. Post. Yeah, as a mill player, Solitude plays your crabs and gives you fucking nothing. Hey. Listen, I would have stubbed my toe regardless. Okay. I'm on the play. I am against Aurora. It's a good name. So I will play first. Land for fetch, or fetch surveil into plains into white orchid into hopefully we've drawn a third land. Turn 3, yeah, I think we can keep that. Play a Marsh Flats, pass the turn. Shoop. Bum. Those are the moments that I find myself half singing along and then just think about the... Oh no, stop. Oh, well, that was dumb. That's fine. We missed a free surveil. That goes into the misplay comment, but this is not a... That is not a game-breaking... Well, hopefully it's not a game-breaking mistake. So we can 1-2 White Orchid, but that's not a thing right now because they only have the Flooded Strand. So we'll just hold up Solitude. We still don't know what they're playing yet. They are playing Death and Taxes. It is crazy to be facing other Death and Taxes people like a lot. I mean, it's a good deck, right? If it's a good deck, people play it. Well, let's just wait. Not a land, not great. So let's... Against D&T, let's White Orchid. We need to do something. Without a third land, we're pretty fucked. And we just kind of... If we don't play anything, we are in bad shape. If they exile this, that's fine. Like, if they really want to take care of my White Orchid, more power to them. Take it a basic. We assume they have 4. In case it matters. Stock lists have 4. Yield turn. Oh, it's my turn. I'm yielding. Well, I'll still yield it, I guess. So they're playing 2 surveils. So I'm going to assume they're playing Never's list. So they're playing, let's assume they're playing Fatal Pushes in the main. Let's assume they're playing That's fine. Okay, we could really use a land, though. We find ourselves saying that quite a bit, to be fair. They are shopping. In case, because I'm not going to write deleter, I was about to write, I think you're still around. That is not a land either, which is bad. So I was thinking about playing in the prelim today, and I basically just didn't because it started an hour earlier than I planned on streaming. So, like I kind of told this before, but you know, we're like 2 hours in. So I'll probably try to, if the schedule allows, I'll stream something over the weekend. Failure. So what they have 1, 2, 3. They might have Interrupter up. They have 7 cards in hand. Ah, damn it. They have 7 cards in hand, and generally speaking, if they have 7 cards and 3 mana, they could have played something. Attack with those 2. We're certainly not going to blink out the recruiter, so let's blink out White Orchid. Or just attack for 2. Let's take a blink out White Orchid. Instead of attacking for 4, we're going to attack for 3. They might block. I don't know. I'm fine with them blocking, but I don't expect them to. If they throw something out like this. Oh, Bowmasters. Main board Bowmasters, eh? Okay. So now we're gonna Solitude. Exile failure. Well, that doesn't help, really. Exile Recruiter. We're gonna exile Bowmasters. So I think we exile. If we exile the Recruiter, then they just block and kill Feliat. If we exile the Orc Army, then they get to choose. What do we say? Giving the opponent the option to choose is never good, right? Okay. So this is just going to be a Solitude battle. That's fine. They evoked first, though. That's just bad form. Okay. They block with the army. Yield turn. I guess all things considered, they probably should have... they probably should have... or I should have targeted the Recruiter first. Not the end of the world. But I won't be able to get much going if I don't get another land. Let's be done with their turn. So they have Solitude mana up. Yeah, they flicker off the Recruiter. And they recruit. They get a Solitude because that's what we do in this deck. Let's see how greedy they are. We attack with White Orchid. End the turn. Felia, end of my turn. Fine. Not excited about that, but that's fine. So I think we're just going to take some hits. They still have 3 cards in hand. End of their turn, we're going to surveil. Yeah, that's to be expected. End of their turn, we're going to surveil into... Or surveil and play Felia. Down to 15. We will resolve the Recruiter, which they should do before they know what we have. After they decide, we're going to surveil. They get a Skyclave. Take a back street. Surveil. We have plenty of wisps. We don't need that. 1/1. Let's give them some Solitude. Some Solitude fodder. I would like them to wait until my turn to play that, but they probably should play it now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They could just... Yeah. Into my turn. Well, that's sad. We can Bailmerk or Interrupter. But the other Felia is... 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we need Bailmerk. They have one Solitude in hand and a Skyclave. We need a Bailmerk, which they can't stop. Well, they might be able to. They have 2 more cards I don't know about, but this is kind of how it's got to be. I mean, if they let Felia work, let's take Solitude. If they let Felia work, then they could actually exile the Overlord, which is honestly not a terrible thing. I assume this is the point where they Solitude, yeah. Solitude Felia. I could do 2 to 9, and then they come in for 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I wait, if I don't attack, I exile Felia, And they can't attack with shit because of first strike. They also might just kill it, right? They have a Skyclave in hand. Well, they have a Skyclave in hand. Down to 9. Beginning of combat, we are going to exile Felia. Lose a Wisp. Overlord ticks down. They will take the White Orchid. Beginning of combat. Cast Exiling a Flicker Wisp. Exile Felia. Evoke Solitude. This Balemerc in 4 turns. 4 turns is not a lot of turns. I'm going to take 7 down to 9. 2-turn clock. They have lethal on board. Bogart, not exceptionally useful. 1, 2, 3, Wisp off Overlord. Overlord comes back. Take Solitude. Exile Solitude from the Interrupter. And I have... Oh, if we exile the Skyclave, we've got 2? Okay, well, that's what we're doing. 1, 2, 3. Wisp. Wisp off Balemerc. End my turn. Continue ending my turn. Flicker Wisp, Balemerc returns. We use the ability. Lots of options. We must take Solitude. So we're done until the beginning of combat. They cast Felia. So they have 3 cards in hand. Witch Enchanter will destroy the Overlord. Not great. Honestly, just as a blocker. That's where we're worried about. 1, 2, 3, we can block. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go down to 3. Exile Interrupter. Felia is the only thing that needs to matter here. But I don't see my one card becoming super useful. Oops, sorry, kitten. I keep punching the kitten in the head. I mean, not like punching, but you know, it's like brushing my hand against her head. Arara is going to attack. This will block. So we should block the Wisp. We need to block the Solitude. We'll block Solitude. And hope we can deal with the Wisp somehow. I don't know. I take a bunch. This will be a vial. No, a land. So let's go to game 2. That's fine. We're going to sideboard. The hexproof does nothing. It's funny, I side in Wrath of Disguise. I'm sure they are siding it in too. What do I know about their build? It's a little blacker. Interrupters? Or 2 rats, but let's see, 1, 2, 3. White Orchid, 1 White Orchid or out. One Wisp out. Did we play 61 or did we cut a land? Cut something? Let's cut down to 60 with a Witch Enchanter. Okay. Well, good. We'll give them their minute, right? Opponent is ready. I am ready. Gladiator's ready. Okay. Not great, but I got a vial. That'll help me between the two of us. We're gonna Flagstones first. They mull to 6. Yeah, they go 6. Okay. We play Flagstones. We play Aether Vial. Pass the turn. They play a Backstreet. They surveil top. Never a good sign. So we tick up Vial to 1. These are the Mirage Basics are my absolute favorite. For real. I guess we're just gonna take a tapped Godless Shrine. Pay 2 life? No, we don't need it. We ain't got no business at 2 mana. Pass the turn. We're kinda hoping that they well, okay. They could also do nothing. I'm fine with that. We're going to hopefully draw a 2 mana something. Draw something we can play through Vial at 2. Then we can play at Apparition. Like, we'd be good. Okay, well. That's the opposite of that, right? We play Recruiter on 3. And we take a... Well, if we take something we can play at 2. White Orchids. We can ramp ourselves with White Orchids. Yeah, let's take a White Orchid. Pass the turn. They play Felia. So they're gonna make us use our Solitude. I could Solitude out or exile the Witch Enchanter is the classic. Yeah, I think even with threat of Bailmerk, we're still gonna deal with that. We evoke a Solitude. Evoke trigger on the bottom. Exile Felia. Yield until end step. I don't know if they can react to this or not, but I ain't got no business besides that, right? They ephemerate Felia, which is fine. It means Fellers can't attack. Maybe we should have let it attack and just White Orchid, right? But that's fine. I'm not calling that a misplay. I mean, I guess we should write it down. Containment Priest, hey? Okay. No. Containment Priest is super funny. We will still vial up. So, one, two, three, flicker off the Containment Priest. No, flicker off Felia, right? 1, 2, 3. Flicker Wisp. If I flick off Felia, then I need to Solitude Containment Priest, right? But if I Solitude exiling White Orchid, or Solitude the Containment Priest exiling White Orchid, then I can Skyclave. Oh, no Felia. That's sad. They have a rebound trigger, which I assume they won't take. Opponent plays a Flooded Strand. Taps for a White Orchid. I don't believe that they're gonna target my Flagstones. They should. Okay. Yeah. Take a Plains. Beginning of combat. End step. Solitude. Exile White Orchid. Exile Containment Priest. Vial. Yes. Skyclave. Exile White Orchid. Yeah. Evoke the Solitude. Move into my turn. Let's draw something fucking useful, hey? Nope. Well, let's... Let's attack with all. They might have a Felia waiting. They could have blocked, but... Opponent fetches for the other shadowy backstreet. They surveil. My end step, I will pass the turn. So we are waiting. Waiting. They got 3 cards in hand. They're gonna play one of them. Recruiter, presumably into a Solitude. Question is if they have a... If their hand... They have 2 cards before they have Solitude. If they have an Ephemerate and a white card, then things can get bad. Witch Enchanter. Well, maybe they're trying to even the playing field. I mean, that gives them 5. Vile's gonna always know no. We can stay at 3. Hopefully we draw something useful. Not useful. But that is the card that they are most likely to kill. So I guess we got that going for us. We attack with Wisp. Oops. Yeah. We're going to attack with everything. But we are going to blink out the Recruiter. If... Beginning of their turn, if they do that to Felia, then we have another Felia. But... Yeah. But we won't attack with the Recruiter at that point. Hey, 2 life. I'm not a fan, but now they have 0 cards in hand, and I have another Felia, so... Oh no! Fuck! I didn't attack. I skipped the trigger. Well, I don't like that one bit. This is game losing. I mean, we'll see how it goes. We don't know that it's game losing. But it's definitely in the realm of game losing. Whether we actually lose the game is a different issue, but it's those kind of mistakes. They're gonna push. Begin combat. We're going to, I think we are willing to trade their recruiter for our recruiter. If they want to. 3, 4, 5, 6. That would have been game right now. And that's hard. Oh man, is that hard. I'm going to play a Flagstones. We're going to take the Surveil, the main phase Surveil. Shoop. Take a backstreet. Very macabre, hey? Grave that. So they have one card in hand. Oh. They attack with Recruiter, which means they're blinking it. Probably. Skyclave. Okay, okay. We got an even board. That's a good way to imbalance that. Impend Overlord. Yes. Emperor of Bones is great, but not good enough. Felia. Solitude. Felia. If I attack with the... Attack with Skyclave. We're looking to trade. I would get a 3-3. They would get a 2-2. They don't want the trade. That's fine. End of their turn. We're going to do nothing. Okay, that wasn't great, but we got there. Two Felias, a Wrath, a Recruiter, and a Solitude? This feels pretty good. They're keeping 7. We're keeping 7. Let's go. We yield their turn. They get to Surveil. They ditch a Recruiter. Come into my turn. I draw Skyclave. Quite good. Marshflights pass the turn. So we have an emergency Solitude, but really what we're looking for is just the end of their turn. Right now, we're going to Surveil. Take Shadow Backstreet. Surveil 1. Ephemerate is a very good card. We keep that on top. Into my turn, we draw the Ephemerate we had. We will shock a Godless Shrine. And be done. We expect a Felia from them right now. Which means beginning of combat, we're going to... So we can double Solitude things if they play something, If they attack with Felia without playing another creature, we'll just let it attack, right? Phantom. Four cards in hand. Well, let's tap it for white. Exile a card. We're going to exile Apparition. No. For now, let's Recruiter. I feel like this is a... Sorry for the cat view. I mean, not sorry. I mean, it's great. And it's only such a small portion of the screen, right? Ephemerate using our white. So they might have answers. They don't. Exile white orchid. Don't evoke, because that's a thing that we don't do. White orchid will blow the Godless Shrine, and we will take a Plains. Into our turn. We will not rebound anything because there's not any point to it. Witch Enchanter. Actually, I guess Witch Enchanter we want to attack with. We'll just swing with Solitude. No. We'll play the Witch Enchanter as a... Yeah, she's a wild one today. The kitten has been extracted. So, they're end step. We got about 5 minutes left, but oh, that's fine. Well, they can get their... They can take their own recruiter if they want it. White, Felia. They exile it. Nope, just push. Apparition eats the Emperor. Move to combat. Hit with Solitude. Pass the turn. I'll pass their turn. I ain't got nothing to hide here. They have 3 cards in hand. They play a Recruiter. They're gonna get a Solitude. Probably, right? What else would you get? Unless they have a land and a vial in their hand. Oh, they got Felia. Oh, Felia. I got a land. I'll take a land. 1/2. Overlord. We'll use Overlord. We will take a Well, we could play that, but no, we'll take a wisp. We'll take next turn's plan, right? Beginning of combat. We're gonna attack with both and hope there's no shenanigans. The worst here is the worst I can do here is Solitude, Exile, Skyclave. The remaining, the creature they get back blocks the, well, yeah, that'll work too. They still get the 2/2, they still block Solitude, and then we get completely blown out. This is the classic Skyclave turn. On the plus side, they do not get to cast Felia that turn, so we'll pass till their end step. They have 3 cards in hand. I cast Felia. If they want to fuck with it, they can. Okay, into my turn. They do have a Felia in hand. We know this. We play a Recruiter. And we're going to get a Solitude with it. Use the abilities of Recruiter. Yeah. Get a Solitude. Move to combat. Felia attacks. Blink out Balemark. Attack for 2. Second main, end step. Merc comes back. We will use it. We're going to take another Solitude. Because Solitude is a very good card, as it turns out. Now they are going to play their Felia. And I'm going to kill it. Exile with Wisp. Evoke. Solitude. Felia. Okay. This is the worst in MTGO. It's keeping Solitude up, so I can't skip the turn. But I'm a minute and a half behind them, and we're at 418 versus 242. So I think I have a better hand. I think I have a better board state, but I have less time. Exile Recruiter. We don't want them. We don't need them rebounding that shit. Or ephemerating that shit. They ephemerate nothing. I yield until my turn, because I certainly don't have anything to do. Beginning of combat. Into my turn. They are going to Solitude Balemark Okay. Beginning of combat. Swing with Felia. Blink off Recruiter. Hit for 3. End step. We will get a Solitude. What else? An Interrupter? Let's take an Emperor. Oop. We draw Marsh Flats. Let's use it. We're going to say black 1 Emperor. Move to combat. Emperor. Going to take one of these beautiful Overlords. Fetch, because I fetched like a retard. Wait, that's not what we say. I don't know. Okay. Yes. Black 1. Adapt. ETB. Yes. Solitude. Attack all. Blink up Bailmerk. Bailmerk, yes. Solitude. Okay. Goes away. What just happened? Oh, I got you. Okay. Opponent at 12. 40 seconds left. Okay. Yes. Take literally anything black. Yield to the turn. We're going to yield until their end step. We don't have time to worry about bullshit here. First main, we're going to exile. It doesn't matter. There's Solitude. Okay. Beginning of combat. Attack all. Pass that trigger. Pass the turn. Oop. Pass through their turn. My turn. Yield until my combat. 1. Whatever. Okay. Okay. Attack with everything. No, 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 no. I didn't win. No. I lost. I lost. Fucking MTGO. I guess I could have just attacked with the Emperor to not have the Veilmerk trigger. But I think that would have taken just as long than oh man. Well, I think we actually, that was something as well I was going to do. I was going to mark matches I lose to time. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to take a quick break, and then we're going to do the other two. We're 1 and 2. Honestly, we're doing okay. The deck feels great. The first one we lost. Yeah, we lost, but it was a fight. This we lost. We lost. I can't believe we lost this game. Okay. Yeah. So I guess don't just stand around waiting. Like pull up a bar stool. I'll be right back. Hello! We're back. And better than ever. Well, probably. We're back in about the same as when we left, but that's still okay. We just took a hard loss to time. And now we're 1-2 in the league. So, we're just going to have to move on with our lives and keep pushing. Stop making mistakes. Keep pushing. I will, however, need to reopen. I need to restart the client, of course, as it does literally every time. Okay. Magic is still opening. Okay, so for any y'all, I said it before, but for any y'all thinking about it and looking forward and blah blah blah, I'm gonna try and get my subs and my structures and all that shit worked out this weekend. Like, we just kind of unlocked it, and so we got to figure out, but hopefully we start in Monday with all of my subs and the emotes, or at least ideas for emotes, some of the bit tiers and the bit treats and shit like that. At least that's the idea. Exactly. That's the only one we got. Okay. Oops. That's communication. Hex, I think we might actually need to. I think I will need to send you a Discord invite. You are actually, I think you're the first subscriber that's this amazing #1 badge, which I definitely appreciate. But we actually have a. Yeah, I'll have to invite you to the. Maybe I'll reach out to you after this and send you a link to the Discord if you want it. Well, to be fair, if you don't want it, maybe I'll send it to you anyway. I don't know. Okay. Let's play some Magic. Aha. Well, then you are not the exclusive first, but you're still in an elite club. Can a club be elite if it's not full? I think it can, right? It's like if there's only a couple in here, but the room only fits 50. So technically speaking, it's elite, right? Okay, I'm playing. We're on the play. We are against Neji Ramonaka. We won the die roll. We will go first. This is a pretty good hand. We'll keep that. We're going to surveil Shadowy second turn Flagstones into ramp. Unless we're playing against Tron, in which case I believe that we will find better things to do with our white orchids. Ephemerate can stay on top. If we don't know who we're playing against, Ephemerate, Solitude, Recruiter is always a classic, right? Fuck yeah, it's exclusive. Someday there will be thousands of subscribers, and you will still have that first. Play Flagstones. White. We assume they're playing Dimir. What do they have? They have Spell Snare. And they have... Oh, we haven't played Oculus in a while, actually. Blow up the Flagstones. We're gonna go get a planes. And then we're going to get a Godless Shrine. Not pay 2 life. Pass turn. This is not whatever the fuck we thought it was. It is not. Rona, hey? So chat, you got any thoughts about this deck? Whenever you cast legendary spell on tap Rona, draw a card, discard, we can flip it into some bullshit. Okay, we're not doing that. Recruiter ability, yeah, we're gonna recruit. Let's take, we don't know what they're doing right now. They're discarding quite a bit though. Let's take an Emperor. Which kind of halfway turns off. What is that? 1/3, 1/3. And 5. Oh, it's, yeah, 5 mana. So we can't Solitude unless we really, really need to. The question is, are they a turn 3 deck? Okay. I think we might just be like 5-color legends, right? Oh. Hey, for bringing Kethis, we can play... Okay, so this is now 4-color. It's 5-color with colorless, right? And Grinding Station. I don't know what's going on with this deck. It's 5-color Grinding Station? We assume? With their desperation to grind for Grinding Station. Oh, Scaldron too, hey? Man, they have drawn a lot of cards this turn. Note to self. When in doubt, kill Rona. Okay, if they're going to put that in, then they're going to exile 2 cards from a graveyard. Each card in your graveyard has... Each card or each legendary card. Okay, so that's not great. But I do think that that's... Let's see what they do. I mean, I don't like this, but they have... Oh, I see how it is. I see how it is. So here's the deal. So they only have the one Mox. They need another Mox. Exiling Rona does nothing. So this is pretty significant. But we gotta figure out where we can get in. They discard Rona. So they got Kethis. When they were targeting Agatha's Cauldron with Kethis, we should have nabbed Rona. So they are slowly... I'm going to be so disappointed. I think that they are... I think they are a... what's the word? Well, I've decided we're going to lose otherwise. And it might be too late anyway. Thassa's Oracle, that's the word. I think they're a Thoracle deck. Exile. So they can keep milling. But they're going to stop drawing cards. We're done. You can... They're going to keep doing stuff. Oh, Scaldron. Wait, how did they even... Oh, because they had their... Yeah, that's fine. Oh, it's not fine. They're just gonna... Well... They gave it the same ability as the other way. It's just what they don't have is the card draw anymore. Okay, we're going way past J-pop now. This is what we need. You know, I will say about Modern, this is a wild deck. But ever since the ring got banned, honestly, Vocaloid comes after J-pop. mean, I don't really know what they're doing or why they're doing it. I mean, right now I know they mill themselves out and then they plus that and then they so that's fine. So how do we stop that? They're gonna mill out their library. We have Graveyard Hate main board. Interrupter feels important. Thoughtseize feels important. White Orchids can come out. Aether Vials are going to be very important. Flicker Wisp out. Felia out. Interrupter? Do we go down to 2 interrupters? We can go to 2 interrupters, I think. Well, it is certainly not blue. It is certainly not Demir Oculus. Well, I can't spell. We will go first. Well, we have no plays, but we do have 3 lands. We have a Surgical for early, and we have a Aven Interrupter, so... And a Solitude. We're pretty... Like, we have a lot of tools, but I don't know where we go from here. We're going to yield to their end step. If a creature would die, exile instead. Okay. It keeps me off infinite solitudes, but let's grave the Wisp. Draw a Recruiter, which is not particularly better. We should have played the Witch Enchanter instead of the Plains. So we marked that down as a misplay, but that's not the end of the world. Agatha's. So my first main. Play a land. I don't think they're going to play their stone next turn. We have a Solitude Ephemerate. We have... What we don't have here... Hey. Well... Now Emery can... do nothing. Saga takes up. Kataki I probably should have brought in. I can take 2. That's not how I lose. Vile. Vile takes me off Interrupter, which is bad. But we still have Surgical and Solitude twice. They're going to make a big construct. They're going to make another big construct. They still have no relevant artifacts. Yeah, we're not going to allow that. We're going to exile Recruiter. Ephemerate Solitude. They do something. They'll dismember it. Okay. So we don't equip. We don't evoke. I take 9. Well, let's not do that twice. This hand is just a little too slow. Working. What do they want? They take Emery. Put a puzzle +1, making it 10. Honestly, not that big of a difference, right? I think I need a Flicker Wisp. I need to flip that Witch Blessed Meadow. Felia. Okay, that's not a good... Yield through the turn. Mox Amber. So with Opal and Amber in play, I think we're pretty boned. And I think we're pretty boned because we only have... Yep. We block one, they do it the other. Yeah, that's game. It doesn't matter who we block with. Yeah. They take Tammy. We can at least Surgical Tammy. That way... This isn't 5-color, by the way. This is just... It's crazy. It's not 5-color, and it's not... It's just mono blue legends, right? Or... Where's their graveyard? Yeah. Okay. So at least... I'm at 1 life. Bolt. Probably should have used... If I had used the interrupter instead... Oh, I could have interrupted the... Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Recruiter. Solitude. Exile the interrupter. Put them up to 31. Not great. Exile. Gone forever. We don't get trampled from that. We don't get trampled from that. They're going to exile something. That's not super important. They're going to draw a card. That's what they're going to do. They're probably... Oh, they have another one. Fair enough. They're looking for their 3-color legendary thing. They cast a grinding station. They mill. They mill. They play a Mox. They mill. Ooh, Ashiok. They mill. They untap both. So they haven't seen any and they have 22 left. They might have some in their hand, but we're just kind of watching and hope they whiff. We have 1 life, 1 card in hand, and a 1/1 on the board. It's not a very good combination of things. They sack... Oh, there we are. There's Kessis. I mean, now they have 1, right? Bad. The current match is some crazy mono blue legends deck. Basically, they They grindstone 4 opals, 4 moxes. They grindstone until they find Kethis in their grave, which they can't cast with their mana base. They Agatha Kethis. Is that a deck? I've never played against it before. Legends Satan. I mean, to be fair, if you look at my hand, I've also drawn 2 Aether Vials, which are not going to get me out of any sort of situation. Hajime Mashite, Legend Station. Yes. I mean, I guess there's not a lot of uses for Kethis besides that, right? No, but I was just saying, as much as this is a crazy deck, like I think as much as having Opal and Amber legal at the same time, I do like how. Why are they milling me? They have no cards in hand. Can they not? Or they have no cards. Yeah, exactly. Why are they milling me? I mean, they can't. I feel like they could have just won, is the point. I guess it's not bad if they mill me. That's fine. I'll take that loss. I ain't scared. I'll let them kill me. Well, that's just unnecessary. Come on now. You tell me you couldn't just play the grinding station anyway? It's dangerous. They're giving me an upkeep. Okay. Well, oops, I think you might have a blank screen. Yeah, you do. Here you go. So I need to restart the client. Today's been some bad matchups. A handful of wins across the way. Much less frustrating than yesterday. Has anybody that was here yesterday? They already know the answer or the question, but has anybody else had? There's a bug where it just concedes. Like you're just in your turn, and then it just says you've lost. I hit this I hit this yesterday, and I hit it 2 days ago, where I just suddenly lost matches. And it was quite crazy. I was talking to another friend of mine who plays quite a lot and said that they had never seen that bug. I still haven't registered it, like I haven't talked to support, which I should because I have video of it, right? I even posted it on YouTube. Posted it on all the things. Okay. We have a game. 12 seconds. You know what that means? That means it's not freezing. I will play first against Biggie Smalls. I still find it funny. If Mox Opal is... Oh, that is not... Well... Fetch, Surveil, Flagstones, Felia, and then sit and wish we had a third land for 10 turns? Sure. Begin with 7, begin with 7. Okay, good. Flood a Strand, pass the turn. No, I do think it'd be funny if they end up banning Mox Amber again. Like if it would feel too strong. Because people spent a lot of money on Mox Ambers. It's like a combination. It's like we just lost all this money on rings, but also we should spend 150 bucks each for Moxes, right? Okay. I will surveil. Solitude is a very good card. What it is it's not... Well, it's not a land. But we have an ephemerate and an exorbitant amount of flicker wisps. I feel like that's fine. Okay. We're going to pass the turn. What we want to do is Felia end of turn. What we might do is Solitude, Exile, and Flicker Wisp. Ephemerate. Good. 1-2, Felia. Into my turn. Overlord is a very good draw. 1-2. Man, that lines up just great. I wish I had a land. We're going to yes. Let's take a Solitude. Normally the best thing, but I wouldn't have minded if it was a Witch. Attack with Felia. Trigger. Exile Bailmark. Opponent. Probably destroy Bailmark. Oh. Okay. Wait, what? Yeah. Okay. They are going to block with something, and I am going to have to Solitude it. I would rather save my Felia. If they block with both, they should block with both. Yeah. 6 cards in hand. Is it worth saving Felia? I think it's not. 1, 2, 3, 4 would leave me with the Flicker Wisp and Ephemerate and Bailmark. Bailmark is inherently weak. Bailmark can get us back our Solitudes. We play Evoke on the bottom, Solitude the Bowman, let that resolve. Evoke the Orc Army. I don't know that that was right. It was a lot of resources to devote, and they've got 6 cards in hand. But it's a very good card. My end step, let's take Solitude again. They rumble. We still don't really know what they're playing. Golgari something. They took Grist, which, you know, it's... So we'll save our... We'll try to leave open our Ephemerate. Wish Grist counted as a creature when it was in... was on the battlefield, right? Beginning combat. Into the end of turn. Witch Enchanter. We'll play as a land, maybe? Let's... Attack with Felia and the Overlord. Felia can blink out the spawn token. Use Overlord. Take Emperor. Let's take Interrupter. Blink out the spawn. They use the mana, or they take the mana. Bowmasters again. They ping Felia. Exile Wisp. Because we need... Yeah, we just need the land. Ephemerate Solitude. Exile the army. Evoke Solitude, or don't evoke Solitude, but missing evoke trigger resolves. Missing Felia trigger resolves. Swing for 8. Play Witch Enchanter tapped. Nope. Pass turn. Is this Yawgmoth? This is Yogless Yogg, hey? We assume. Goodbye, Balemerk. You were great while you existed. Now we kill Grist, but Grist has done its job. We will not rebound the Ephemerate. Let's, well. Oh, fuck. Fuck. A second time. Man, that hurts so bad. Sacred Insect. Man. Green Sun Zenith is definitely something that we interrupt. Remember, children, don't ignore your attack phase. It's important. End step. And into my turn. Black 1. Merc. ETB, yes, is going to give me a Solitude. Beginning combat. Attack. Attack. Attack Grist. Blink the Overlord. Insect blocks something. We yield to the turn. We will use this. Something. It has to be white. Let's take Witch Enchanter in case we can't find another. Honestly, could have been the same with Flagstones. They can play their Zenith for 0 if they want. I mean, they can get a Dryad Arbor. That's a card, right? They just fail to find. Yeah, they spent 2. Yeah, fair. They spent 2 on their. They spent 2 on their Green Sun Zenith from Exile, only to have it do nothing. Okay. I have Hexproof. Non-combat damage is prevented. Not useful. What does Yogg do? We want surgicals, we want fatal pushes, and we want interrupters. White orchids can come out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we need to get rid of 1 more card. I want to say it's a Felia because we just have a lot of Felias, right? Okay. Felia is a very good card. In fact, it basically won us last game. But we'll see what happens. One land, 2 land, 3 lands with Witch Enchanters. We have a Felia, Fatal Push. First turn, Surveil. Second turn, okay, we'll keep. We both start with 7 cards. They Surveil. Yield through their turn. Play Marsh Flats. Pass turn. I would like to Surveil with this. But if we don't, it's not the end of the world. Basically, if they don't force us to use the Fatal Push, which they don't. They take a Scaldron. They have a Yogg, which is beginning of combat. End step. Next card we would love a Emperor Bone. Ooh, that's really shitty too. That's a really good card. Put on top. We're certainly keeping that. Their end step. Marsh Flats. Pass some turn. So we can Solitude, Witch Enchanter, Felia, Overlord. It depends if they play a second creature, because they play Scaldron now. They want... Yogg is going to play... is going to do Yogg things at the very last second. Okay, we'll take a Plains. 1/2 Felia. And step past turn. Land is great. I would much rather keep these lands. 1, 2, impede or impend Bailmerk. Mill 4. Yeah. We'll take an Emperor Bone, which is really what we wanted, but yeah, we already played a land. Okay. Beginning of combat. They fetch. They're going to push. If they're going to push Felia, then they're going to do that anyways, right? Push. Yeah, I got nothing. Pass turn. Okay. They get all of Felia's abilities. Rumble. Beginning of combat. They'll attack for 1. Okay. Dryad Arbor with a bunch of text for some reason. Another interrupter. So we're going to play an enchanter. Pay 4 life. Play another enchanter. They might protect their Scaldron, but that doesn't seem... Basically, they can use it, exile Yogg, but I don't think that's the play right now, right? When a creature... Okay, we'll have a new target, right? If they give it to that, what do they? What's their deal? What do we do? The spawn already has it. I think if the worst they can do is kill the enchanter, I don't think they. Yeah. I mean, that's absolutely fine. I'm done. Oh, goodbye, kitchen. Yeah, we're done. Beginning combat. They still have 6 cards in hand. We're still not going to solitude that. Yogg doing Yogg things. But at the end of the day, what else do we got out here? We could start. I like that we can Emperor hold up the interrupter. Take halfling. Bailmerk. Doing Bailmerk stuff. Okay. Oops. That's not what I want at all. They're just going to surveil. The Bowmasters probably hitting me, and that's fine. I fail to see that as a problem. Opponent plays Shifting Woodland, which works. Oh, they can make it a Scaldrin. That's actually pretty good. They have 1, 2, 3 tap. Yeah, that's actually really awesome. Take 2 to 9. Post combat. A lot of untapped mana. Then we will just pass the turn. We have Hardcast Solitude. We have. Let's take Cauldron. So they also no longer have Delirium, which is good. We have Interrupters, we have Hardcast Solitude, we have Fatal Push. I think a Solitude would be nice if we want to put some pressure on, but what we really want is we want the Fatal Push. We can hold the Fatal Push and the Interrupter for the sake of well, I don't like that. Interrupter is not super useful here because it's my turn. But it takes most of their mana for next time and is a blocker. So they can still kill it, and that'll be fine. But we can Fatal Push the Dryad, and we have now... yeah, we have Fatal Push open, and we have 2 blockers for the army and the Bowmasters, which means they're probably not going to attack with them, but that's fine. They play a land. Tap Blooming Marsh. I mean, they can just cast the Force again if they want. Yeah, that's fine. Luckily, the Emperor of Bones exists. I mean, they might kill it, but that can at least get my Bailmerk back. Black Fatal Push the Dryad Arbor. Okay, so we're gonna Wisp second main to get our Bailmerk back. Let's move to attacks. Let's see if they have any responses here, because this is a serious... This is a serious move, so we'll see how it goes. We adapt Emperor. We bring back Bailmerk. We ETB. Yeah. Let's take a Wisp. Attack all. Let's activate. We have 2 Solitudes. Let's take Felia. Swing for 4, 9, 10, 11. Pre-blocks. I mean, we should probably, we could have done some damage in that, but I think this is the way to do it. Oh, they're going to paste. They're going to do something. Okay, so we chord making it useless, and we lose Bailmerk, or we let them get whatever they want. Never let the opponent make their own decisions. This is a very important thing, especially with X spells. They can take nothing back. It is super sad. It does mean that my Bailmerk is going to die. Opponent is thinking. Does have 4 card types. Is it because of Force? Is Force the only instant? No. I guess they've had... I think it's Creature was what they were missing. We have Land, Sorcery, Instant. Yeah, Creature was what they were missing. But the last 2 things that went in there were creatures, so... Opponent shocks, which means they can get What? Oh, yeah. Which shocks, which means they have cord in their hand. Play a Godless Shrine. Let's shock it at this point. Emperor is already used, so we're just gonna exile the Bowmasters. Attack for 8, hoping to be able to hoping to stop whatever they want to do. They cord for a lot, my assumption. Cord for 3. I'll exile it when it comes out, but so the question here is just simply 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reach, spider, combat damage. Okay, yeah, we're not doing that. Exile Flicker Wisp. Exile the spider for 1 life. Evoke. Yield through the turn. Oh, wow. Yogg by himself. End step, Felia. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 6, hey? We're going to save the Emperor in case we don't win this turn. So we're going to blink out Yogg. Then we're going to attack with everything. Best case scenario here is that, like, if their last card is Bowmasters, then they have 3. Oh. Woodland becomes Dryad Armor, so we can draw 1 card. They can kill it, but it's still gonna... Okay. So, that is our league for the day. It started out a little rough. We lost 1 time. Wait, we don't need to do that. Let's go to our deck. We're done with our half-assed wrap-ups, right? We're gonna take a look at our deck. Thank you everyone for hanging out for our league. I love the discussion in the middle. I'm quite honestly 1, 2, 3. It's not the best in the world, but all of them were close except for the grinding game, and besides that, we did okay. So here's our deck. We went over it before. If you want this, ask me, send me a message, or send it in the chat here, and I can post the deck list. I haven't set up the exclamation mark deck yet, but if you want, you can click on the stream decker on the side of the actual stream, and that's the list. Otherwise, when I post it to YouTube later tonight, it'll have the list linked as well. So, what went well went poorly. Honestly, I don't think anything was bad. We didn't really use Bogart Trawler, but only because we didn't use it. Interrupters were all stars, as they always are. Honestly, we should probably have another one in the main. I don't know exactly how I want that to work, but there should be. Wrath of the Skies, great, but we didn't fight. We didn't fight any energy or anything like that, so it didn't matter. Macabre, Thoughtseize, Fatal Push, Surgicals. Honestly, I'm kind of low on Thoughtseize. It's so good. When I've needed it, I just haven't drawn it. So I've never been stuck holding it and not needing it. So they still definitely have a place. As far as this deck goes, I feel like it would be better if it was if there was a creature there instead. And if this deck is going to be a larger thing in the meta, people are going to start running Torbs, and I'm going to start needing to run Qatar Commandos on the side, or some sort of because Recruiter's turned off as well. But if we can somehow search it and hold it or whatever, if we know it's coming, yeah. So that's the only changes we're looking at. I think the first changes will maybe be just one Thoughtseize and Crystal Barricade out. Maybe those two out and 2 Qatar Commandos in. Maybe I think a second Kataki could be nice as well. But no major changes. Back to this deck from the D&T we were running yesterday, and I think this deck feels much better. I tell you, that's all on me. But y'all gotta tell me when I'm not actually showing you stuff. I could talk all I want, but if you can't see what I'm talking about, I guess that says something to my narrative skills and our deafness accessibility. But that said, it also says something to the fact that I was going to show y'all something. So, that's it. We will start up next week again. Monday is Death and Taxes. On the actual schedule, we have, I had put Tuesdays and Thursdays doing Titan. I'm honestly second guessing that. D&T has been my deck for a long time, and the deck feels really good. So, I don't know. Maybe we just move to full-on Death and Taxes until we feel like playing something else, right? It's on us. I can do what I want, and I absolutely lean into you, chat. Tell me on Blue Sky, tell me in Discord, tell me in this chat, tell me what y'all want later, and we can work something out. I just like to play Magic. So I'm going to sign off. This weekend we have, there's challenges and prelims and things like that. I will try to stream one. I would like to play one, stream one, but if I don't, then it doesn't happen. So be sure to subscribe, follows, however that works. Be sure to get in a position where you will get a notification, or if you follow me on Instagram or Blue Sky, I'll post those notifications there too. So anyways, aside from that, Mothlings, I wish you a lovely evening.